Ohayo gozaimasu. Watashi wa Substatica desu. Hajimemashite. Welcome back to Real VR Fishing. In this video, we're going to be checking out the third location in the newly released Japan DLC. But before we get started, take a minute to click the S in the corner to subscribe. Heading for 25,000 subscribers, it would be fantastic if you were one of them. Also like, share, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the video, or the game, or this new Japan DLC. Let's dive in. The next location is number 3, Tokyo Bay. Now, as with the other DLCs, you have to start with a level 1 fishing license, and then you unlock higher fishing licenses, allowing you to use your better gear. So right now, we are restricted to float fishing until we level up our license for this DLC, and then we'll be able to use the rods we've already purchased for lure fishing and the higher level rods. But for now, we're just enjoying some float fishing in these new locations. Whoa, it's a nice bridge. Got some birds. Nice starry sky, but no action on the line. Let's pull that in. We'll shorten things a bit, and we'll try again over on this nice calm spot over here. Float fishing at night, not really what I'd choose to be doing. Just makes it harder to see the float. I see a little distortion over here in the water, so we'll try to target that. Oh yeah, that's where we want it. Just let it sit for a bit. Got another surface distortion, maybe a little deeper in the water. Over there about noon. It's actually heading towards our float. I think maybe we should change baits, because we're right there between those two, and we're still not getting any action. Okay, let's pull that back in. And let's change the bait. Try to drop it around those two. There. Might have to go a little deeper. There we go. Now this is expert mode, so we only have the color of the line to guide us. Blue meaning it's too slack. Red meaning it's too tight. I have another video on how to land any fish, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. Ahi? Is that how that's pronounced? We need to build up some credits actually, so I'm going to start keeping some fish. Let's try to get to that same spot between couple distortions here. Sound of the waves is nice. Being on a sailboat, it would be fantastic if they would put in the kind of clanging of the halyards and other things against the mast that often happens. You get kind of a off-rhythm, gentle aluminum clanging sound a lot of the time. Japanese half-beak. We caught one of you last time. You know what? Keeping these small fish for credits, that doesn't really give us that many. 100 per, or if we landed a shark or something, we'd get 1,000. So for me, I think I still have some achievements to get for releasing. So I guess I'll stick to releasing the low-value fish, and I'll only keep the high credit value fish. Looks like we've got a party boat over there, a dinner cruise. A couple of them. It's quite a fantastic looking building, lit up like a Christmas tree. Okay, let's try to get this fish out here on the side. Where's that going to come up? A little closer. There we go. Seems like float fishing is quite a bit more targeted than lure fishing, where you're just casting and recasting. Here you actually have to target quite a bit, it would seem. But hit me with your float fishing tips in the comments. Wonder what that is in that base of the bridge. Looks like some sort of venue built into the bridge, which is kind of cool. But we're not getting any action here. Let's lengthen the line. And we'll go for that one. There we go. It's coming back. Nope. I wonder if it's a real night sky. Oh. Can't be stargazing too long. Hey! It's the first fish with some stank on it in this whole DLC so far. Man, when it goes blue while they're running, that's a bit of a conundrum. Because you can't reel too much while they're running, but you can't let it stay in the blue. There we go. What do we got? Atellus. Oh, you got some big eyes, fella. Should be able to see my reflection in that, but I see what looks like maybe a grid. Got the matrix behind us. I'd like to see this one in the daylight. So, 650 credits. I think we'll take that. We'll keep that one. And let's try out this direction. See if we can actually see our float. We'll go back to stargazing. See if we can find the Big Dipper. Seems like it might be up there. Like, is it over there? Probably can't see that on the recording. Almost seems like I can see the Little Dipper, but I can't quite pick out the Big Dipper. But I don't know that much about astronomy. Shorten the lead a bit. Again, I'm not really seeing anything special about this location as far as intermittent animations like whales, or I mean, there's a plane that goes by in the distance every once in a while, but I don't think we're going to see any moose or beavers here in Tokyo Bay. Is there a clothing brand called Tokyo Bay? Is that why it sounds so familiar? Maybe watches? That's it. Get a good look at it. That fish is not interested. Let's make that a bit longer. Change out the bait. We'll try that same spot. There we go. Oh yeah. You know, one thing that sets this apart from actual fishing is I would expect to lose my bait and not hook the fish a lot more often. You know, here, if they're nibbling, eventually you hook them. Whereas, in my limited experience, more often than not, they get away with the bait without getting hooked. But that could very well just be a skill issue. Got a hot spot there. Okay. This one's been playing hard to get all evening. I shouldn't have been reeling so much right there. Just a little bit when they're fighting. Just enough to keep it out of the blue. A lot of those. Well, there you go. The third location in the new Japan DLC for real VR fishing. This is Tokyo Bay. If you haven't already, take a minute to click the S in the corner to subscribe. Heading for 25,000 subscribers. I'd love to have you on the team. Also, like, share, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the video, or the game, or these new locations in the Japan DLC. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.